to A Great Day with Hunter Mizar. His guest today, Herb Haun. Now here's Hunter Mizar.
Hi, welcome to It's a Great Day with Hunter Mizar. I'm filming here at the Weiser Senior Activity Center, and you're watching Living in the News. And today I have a special guest for us. When you think about the community of Weiser, some people just come to your mind automatically that kind of epitomize what the community is all about. And one of those people is Herb Haun. Herb, as you probably know, had a Haun Packing shed for quite some time and recently retired. And so now in his retirement days has a new adventure of being on the city council. And so I thought I'd sit down with Herb a little bit and just hear what he thinks about the community and why he's jumped into city council and what he can do. So Herb, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad that you're here.
Glad to be here.
So you're done. You're retired from from Haun Packing, right? Or you're still kind of involved?
No, I'm not involved with Haun Packing anymore. We have a little bit of farm ground that you have to have something to do, to stay somewhat busy. But yeah, the onion shed is no longer ours, and I'm not involved any longer in that operation.
So kind of new into retirement, you thought you'd jump right into city council. Tell me what kind of inspired that.
Weiser, of course, is a very special place. Growing up as a young kid, we had freedom in Weiser, ride our bikes where we wanted to, go to the park. It's just a great place to grow up. And so I'm hoping that we can retain that as Weiser grows for future generations to remember Weiser as a great place to grow up and go to school. And a great place to raise a family.
Sure. Now, city council is a whole other thing. I mean, did you have some friends that talked you into it, or there were some issues that you wanted to jump into? I mean, what kind of prompted you, or just more time you had on your hands?
A combination of more time and every time I drive through town, there's places where I'd like to see sidewalks that we don't have, and tie a few things together. A lot of people walk in Weiser, and I just see them on State Street, out in the street in the dark parts of the morning, and so there were just little things like that I thought we could improve on, and come to find out that the prior council and the mayor have already been working on that, and I think some of that's about to happen. So,
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the great things about Weiser is just it's a community that loves one another, that really pitches in and helps. But we've gone through some changes. I mean, it looks a little bit different than even 10 years ago. I mean, how do you see Weiser changing and evolving? Obviously, we got that big 9th Street subdivision I'm sure you guys are thinking about. But what are the good ways that you see Weiser continuing in this kind of community that's been so rich with health and people helping one another?
Well, I think with the new subdivisions, we're going to have affordable housing, which, you take a look at Weiser the last 10 years, every time a house has been on the market in the last 5 years, it's sold fairly quick.
Right.
And at prices that a lot of the people just can't afford, just can't make the payment. So I'm really hoping that this addition of the new subdivisions puts more affordable housing and, neat subdivisions where the streets are wide enough for the kids to play, a little green area, a park area, just a great place for a family to grow and take a lot of pride in their neighborhood. That's kind of what I had growing up, and that's kind of what I envision in the new subdivisions.
Yeah. Now, you're fairly new. You're a rookie. You've never been on city council before. Are there any surprises that you found so far that you went, well, I didn't know we were tackling that? Any surprises?
Not really. I mean, I've had a lot of fun because I've had time to meet with the water department, the sewer department, the electrical department. Still need to go ride in the garbage truck and learn a little bit about that. But so I'm spending time learning what each department does, and it's really been an eye opener. The grid that Weiser has, electrical grid, is pretty neat. And I spent some time with Wayne last week, and just a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of learning, but I'm enjoying the learning, and I have time to do it. So.
Sure.
So yeah.
Now, are you on any subcommittees yet, or any big projects that you're
we're all assigned
to?
Subcommittees, and those meetings are yet to come. I did go to Boise a week ago and attend Department of Water Quality put on, DEQ put on a program, really telling this rural areas where the money's available.
Yeah.
You know, don't hide from the fact that you need to improve your water plant, or I think Weiser's maybe in the need of improving some of our sewer system to the sewer plant. And so there's money available out there, and just there's some pretty exciting things that need to be done. I mean, sewer is exciting, but
That's important.
If it plugs up, we only have hours, and there's people that are in trouble. So,
Right, yeah.
So,
Okay.
so.
Well, I think what's interesting to me about you is you've always had a heart for, I would say, the marginalized or the overlooked. I mean, for years, I know you've visited people in jails, and I know for years you were kind of the coordinator of Celebrate Recovery. I mean, tell me a little bit, where does that come from, that desire to help people that maybe others just kind of keep away from, that you always seem to be looking for the kind of down and out? So tell us about that.
I guess I don't know where that comes from. I guess other than we all have a calling, and that seems to be my calling. I've met over the years, the last 15 years, I've met what I consider some great people in jail.
Yeah.
Made some mistakes,
Sure.
some bad mistakes, and
Yeah.
talking with the football coach, Tom Harrison, a year or so ago, that's one of his goals is to help the kids make better decisions. The decisions you make at age 13, 14, 15 can affect the rest of your life, and they do affect the rest of your life.
Right.
And so if we can be an influence to help make those better decisions, it just makes everything so much better.
Yeah.
So.
So you were coordinator for Celebrate Recovery. It's not here anymore, but I mean, tell me kind of that journey of what that looked like.
Well, it started out that, I thought it was mostly drugs and alcohol, and we got started into it, and I found out that it was really all hurts, habits, and hang-ups. Actually,
Which is probably something we all have a little bit of,
oh,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, as I got into it myself, I realized that I wasn't as perfect as I thought I was.
Sure.
It was a lot that we can learn about ourselves, and so helping people. And where is your success rate? I don't know. You don't know how many people really got something out of it, or did or didn't. But I feel like that the program is successful. That it helps people remember that they are a dad first, and they have children at home, and love their mother and take care of those kids before you take care of your habits. And so, yeah. It's painful, yet very rewarding, I think, to see. So,
Wow.
a lot like jail ministry.
Sure.
It's painful, but it can be rewarding.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, I think you've probably gotten burned a few times. I know you've tried to help a few people and gotten burned, and yet I guess what I've appreciated is you just kept helping. Like, you haven't let a few bad incidences kind of taint the waters from you helping people in the future.
yeah, and hopefully, people eventually get it. I can tell somebody something, you can tell them, 100 people can tell them, but all of a sudden the right person
Right.
tells somebody something and they get it, and so.
Right.
It's, I had a guy not too long ago tell me, he said, Herb, you can't save everybody. And I thought, yeah, I know I can't. I don't think that's ever been my goal.
Right.
Just to give you a few tools that you
Yeah.
can help yourself is really what it's about.
Yeah.
It's not me saving somebody. But,
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're right. Sometimes people hear it over and over, and finally it clicks. But boy,
You give them the
we all
right
need
tool.
another chance, right? We need
Yeah.
a second chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was once described that what we offer is a tool chest, and whether you pick up the tools and use them or not is up to you.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
Yeah. Well, Herb, I got to tell you, I've met a lot of people that worked for Haun Packing that said they couldn't get a job anywhere else, but you hired them on. Bonuses because you kept them around and they worked the whole place. I mean, I've heard of countless stories of people that you have given bus tickets to or helped house, and your generosity, I know you've always kind of been secretive about it and gone under the radar, but I mean, it's really good people like you that have just helped make our community a better place. So Herb, thanks for all that you've done, and well, I just appreciate your kind heart always and just your gentle spirit.
and I'd have to say that the people that ran the shed, the actual foreman of the shed, didn't always appreciate what I did, but
Yeah.
because sometimes I said, yeah, you have a job, and he looks at me like he does, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we had great people there, and we made it work together. So
Sure.
yeah.
Well, viewers, thanks for watching. I've been here with Herb Haun, and this is actually a part 2, because next week I want to sit down with Herb's wife, Kelly, who's got quite an interesting story herself. And so I want to thank you for watching It's a Great Day with Hunter Mizar and watching Living in the News. We'll see you real soon.